Now I can't target the thing. I can't get the boat. So last time I built this pen to enclose my aquatic creatures, and thanks to a unremovable rock and the size of the creature and everything, I'll probably have to extend it out that way at least later, but not doing that now. Instead, I want to do a new design for my boat. Now, technically, this is the raft. I'm actually just now waiting on my wind turbine to start spinning so I can go produce the boat platform or the boat itself, and I'm gonna do a motorboat base. And I don't want to actually do a taming pin design on this one. I'm gonna focus more on this being a regular base that can be used just for towing around equipment and some dinosaurs so I can get some work done. So my first raft build was a wedge shape, kind of like a doorstop, and it worked well. Dinos got up and off of it. It was able to get up to shore, but it didn't have a spot for taming. The second build right over there is good for taming, not so good for transporting. So I actually want to focus more on this one being a transport one. If I need a taming one, I'll have that. But this is going to be more about transporting. And what I've learned is I need to focus on transporting with dinos inside so that they are completely hidden. Because when they're hidden, when I'm hidden, the wild dinos don't see them and attack. So I want to make sure everything is completely enclosed, at least as far as myself and the dinos I carry with me. Okay, we'll do it like this, I guess. Oh, it's about centered. Yeah. Yeah, that kind of looks centered, I think. And I'm going to try and sink the foundations, if I can remember how I did this before. There we go. Okay, I finally got the right spot for it to sink the foundation in. And now I can't get anything to place on this side. This is the sort of stuff that I hated building this before on the other one, because it's like, oh yeah, look, it's pretty much centered, but one side works and the other side doesn't. It's stupid stuff. I swear that is centered. Yeah, look at that. That is centered. Okay, that is... I placed it there. It went there. Like, okay. Do not break all this. Good. Suddenly, this side will place after I stood in exactly the right spot. And now I can't get any other part to place. Like, oh, what? Oh, there it goes. It's like, oh, you got to do an unusual design. We're not going to even out. Really? Like, really? Let's try this. I'm going to do a wood ceiling that I am then going to have the foundation snap under it. And I guarantee I'm going to end up losing another foundation when I pick this up. I'm going to be mad. Nope. Instead, it picked up the foundation and not the wood ceiling. Like, really? I have to get in the water and then aim just right for it to work. And, of course, as I'm bobbing in the water, it doesn't help. Let's see if I can just do it from here. Oh. Look at that. That's how narrow of a range I have. There. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 by 4. 16 slabs of metal foundations. That should be enough. And so now, assuming I don't go any further back with this, oh, I forgot about how goofy that was on the other one, too. I'm thinking at least one more row, maybe two. I want to get me driving it more in the middle and have my dinos at the back easier to get out. It's doing this stupid thing where it's like, oh, it's green, it's green, it's green. No, it's red. I mean, why is it showing green and then showing red after that? I mean, that doesn't make sense. So I had enough. Absolutely had enough of this goofiness, stupid way that foundation and everything is treated in the game, I added to the config file and I made it so that both the ceilings will count as foundations in terms of support and no foundations required. So now, boom, I can build the way I should have been able to build normally without having to go and put a tweak in the config. Now I can't target the thing. I can't get the boat. Oh no, I don't have access to the boat. That's a problem. Why is it doing it now? I'm getting mad already. See if I can just go from here without being a problem. So I'm dropping down that. And that's snapping up too high. All right, let's go back to this. Oh, wow, that's a little bit more significant of a drop, it looks like. I think that got it. Yeah, look at that lineup right there. Yep, there it goes. All right, we got that. Don't break. There we go. And somehow I got a different shape than what I thought I was doing. Yeah, somehow I placed in the middle of those and not lined up. Before I go any further, I'll get this tested. See if I can get this to work. And again, now even with these tweaks, it's like placing but not placing. I mean, I don't get it. I really don't. How is this not better than it is? I mean, at this point in the life of the game. Did I get it? I think it got it. So, you know, same thing I've had to do before. I have to step out a certain distance away just so I can target where I want to target. Actually, I think this is a good distance to the front. This may actually need to come back a bit more. And apparently that's as far back as I'm going to get right now. So for this one, I'm actually building around the glass ones from S Plus. Instead of the greenhouse, the glass wall, because it says it's as strong as metal, but you still get like the greenhouse effect, which I'm not worried about greenhouse effect. So like this. And then I'll, you know, once I get other walls up, it'll be fine. And this way I get this kind of look to it, which is nice. You know, it gives me a view out. If I'm actually in here like that, I can see forward, but it keeps me hidden, basically, because all the creatures in the game can't see through glass. Don't ask me why. That is a pretty decent sized platform. I mean, actually, that's probably a little too big in the front compared to the back. I wish the back would go further out, so more room for dinos. I really don't want the dinos sitting on top of the motor. I guess technically I don't need a huge amount of space back here for creatures because I can always put them in cryopods, I guess, and carry them. But, you know, there is that like cryo sickness aspect. I kind of want to avoid that as much as I can. And this is going to be pretty tall because of the gate. I'm going to try to keep the gate fully enclosed on this one. Yeah, so like that. Have it slope on the edges, creating a smaller section in the middle too. Yep, there we go. Gotta get that. Fortunately, I have good, strong jumper legs. Okay, that stopped working very well then. Let me get up here. Should have brought maybe one of my other builders. Okay, there we go. Again, on that one. There, this one being a little iffy. Well, that works. Oh, and look, they're turned the wrong way too. Well, I gotta fix that. That's not going to work. I just realized I made one too many metal ceilings because at least one of them has to have a hatch. So I made an extra one. Wish there was like a recycler option that you could just go and, you know, convert stuff back to the resources you use to make it. Oh, what? Too many structures on this platform. No, they're not. There is not. I know what the count is supposed to be. It is way more than what I've got on here. I don't have that many structures on this. All right. I have extra stuff even beyond the extra I thought I already had. So I'm just going to bring this whole thing back by one more row. So after I brought the front back by one more platform length, and I'm hoping I still have enough room, I went and changed my config file to, hopefully, if it works like it's supposed to, double my number of buildable items on the boat or on anything. I could change my config file so it should double everything now. And I only made one ladder, but that's okay. I can make it. With that being the size of it, I know now that all these other designs I've seen people sharing that are as much as at least 3 times the size of this, they've been using the config file change in order to build more, because if I hit the structure limit so quickly, then there's no way to do it without changing a config file or using something to tweak it. So I had to use 2 ladders here in order to get it to snap to the wall, because it didn't want to do that on just the top wall. Lovely. Nice big metal gate. And I kind of messed up. I started with the metal double door, and then I thought, what if I do glass? That way I get kind of the same thing. It's supposed to be as strong as metal. Again, I'm using the S+ glass, not greenhouse. So I get that sturdier one, but I also can still see out, which does give it that distinction. And I might actually go ahead and put the glass walls back in on those. So I still get, well, I still need I need more floor space to put stuff. So it's strictly cosmetic, but I went ahead and used up the resources to give me some nice railings so I don't fall off the edge. And so it gives just more of an enclosed feel to it. Yeah, I could do it along the outer edge there, but this way it does give a feel of it being enclosed right now. And I may take it out later once I do like a turret or 2 up here. So a nice box from Ecos. Was it Ecos thing? Because it's, you know, it extends the life of my stuff to the longest possible. And for now, I don't really use the fabricator that much, though I do want to put a fabricator in here at some point. But right now, this will be good enough. And then, you know, I may extend out with like some kind of storage back here. Actually, you know, I could do some storage like, I don't know. Well, that's kind of a problem when it's acts like it wants to place inside where I cannot possibly even see right now. This is going to take a while, just hoping to get it to set right. The metal in the night actually gives like just a much darker look. Despite all of this, despite the reflection, it's just that shine makes it look darker, makes it almost look like it's obsidian. So I got a feeding trough that'll feed all my creatures that I have here. And of course, cryopods, you know. I can always carry a bunch of creatures with cryopods if I really need to. It's so big that it's hard for me to see without going into the camera mode. But I think I got it. So let's see if this, yay! Look at that. So now I just come here and I jump up. I can get in this way. That's my way to get in to the new motorboat. The trick is to try and place it inside so that it then goes outside. Just like that. It's not the prettiest thing by any means, but it's functional. Yeah, it's a big block of metal, which means I'm protected. I have production inside, which also doubles as storage. I'm hidden, but can still see out. And I've got room for dinos, which will also be hidden, so they're not detected while I'm going along. And I went ahead and placed, just to try it. I know it did not want to do this on the Parasaur saddle. I was going to try and make like a mobile fighting platform on the Parasaur. It didn't work, so I'm going to try it on this once I get some rain. See if I can get some plant species X turrets going. And I had to actually turn off the snapping to get them to go in the middle. like I wanted, because this is not an odd number. It's not 1, 2, 3 across. It's an even number. So yeah, I had to hit Q to turn off snapping when I was placing it. Even then, it still tried to snap with snapping turned off. I don't know why. But yeah, that's it. The new Motorboat Mobile Base, because, you know, you got to do a motorboat.